I'm my beloved and he is mine. His banner over me is love. I'm my beloved and he is mine. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love. He leads me to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love. He walks me to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love. He leads me to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love. Yashaya is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love. Yashaya is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love. Yashaya is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love.
Praise AHAYAH. Children of Israel are here. Mount Hor. We're going inside the tomb to pray for our brother Aaron. Holy Land, KADESH. We are in KADESH. And as you know, Mount Hor is at the border of the children of Israel heritage. So we're still within the borders, but this is one of the borders.
Qadash, AHAYAH, sham, AHAYAH, Malak with Ka, Thabat Zawanka, AHAYAH, Baharatza, Kawahaya, Bashamaya, Nathan Lanawa, Lakan Kalyawam, Wasalat Nawa, Khawaf Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kawaf Nawa, Thabayan Nawa, Minasaya Wapamba, Hawashin Nawa, Mayarai, Kayalaka, Hamlakwas, Wahala, Wahasaparas, Wa'awalam,
Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Praise the Most High.
All glory and praise to AHAYAH, Yashaya, Yashaya, Qadash, Rawach. control. I got Satan on my trail, but I'm singing all is well. He's attacking every day, but I'm watching while I pray. No matter the attack, I won't turn back. This means war. Yeah. This means war. This generation is coming soon. This means war. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. This means war. This is war. I walked out of Babylon. Yashaya's armor on. I praise on my lips. Joy strut on my hips. No weapon formed will prosper. Cause AHAYAH is my father. No matter the attack, I won't turn back. This means war. This means war. Yashaya's coming soon, my savior. This means war. This means war. I am ready. I plead the blood. I plead the blood. If it wasn't for His love, I plead the blood. It's down for my sin. I plead the blood. Mr. Come die on the ocean. You glorious in the arrow. You shattering great nation. Who's the coming from Edom? With thy garments of Oshra, you glorious in the arrow. You shattering great nation. Know what it is. Yeah. This is war. Yashaya's coming soon. Get ready, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Get out of Babylon and get within the waters. And you can't have my family. You can't have the victory. Yashaya brings the million. Yashaya, Yashaya, Yashaya. Break this thing down. Praise the AHAYAH. Praise the AHAYAH. Praise the AHAYAH. Hey. Come on, love. We're gonna do the Jordan stride. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna use the Jordan stride.
He's bringing all the nations to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yes. The valley of decision. Praise AHAYAH. Whose side are you on? Are you coming to the valley of Jehoshaphat? The valley of decision? Whose side are you on?
On the day of firstborn, what they call the Pentecost, they all let us pray. They were all on one accord. And sound came down from heaven like a rushing mighty wind. And it filled the whole house. Rushing in. You don't have to wonder what's going on inside. It's the power of the Holy Spirit. Is what I'm singing about. I walk in the house. I'm singing about. I walk in the house.
Shalom, praise AHAYAH, Bahashim Yashaya, Qadash, Rawach. Shalom, Israel. I pray you can hear me. And I pray everything, it sounds a little, silent. Praise AHAYAH. Maybe I might have to put on these headphones. I can't tell if you can hear me or not, but I pray you can. I give all honor, glory, and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahashim Yashaya, Qadash, Rawach. Shalom. Welcome to Nappy here, Chronicles, where we are chronicalizing the awakening of the children of Israel, who will soon meet their maker, and Yashaya, our king, is coming. Praise AHAYAH. And what we are experiencing, the birth pains, boom, 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 boom. So I'm so excited. I'm happy to be here. Praise AHAYAH, Bashim Yashaya. It's been, amazing times, as we see. There's a lot going on, brothers and sisters. And so I wanted to make sure I come before you and just talk about what is going on. And, it's right in our faces. And I pray you all are paying attention and making your way out of Babylon. Baby, I pray y'all are making your way out. Because I haven't really, I came on, I think last week, and I talked about, and my internet already is starting to go crazy. It's going in and out, guys. So I don't know. And I pray you can hear me. And I pray, let me just say this now, that you like, share, and subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please, help me out in this. And I'm going to be talking more about things like that because, over these last couple of months, I've been getting a lot of, feedback from people and things like that. So I'll talk about that a little later. But I just wanted to ask that you hit the like button, that you share, get this thing. I mean, because they really do a job on me with algorithm, my member, all my views, everything is down, everything is low. They just really, we are at war. This truth is at war. And someone like me, guys, like I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, but praise AHAYAH, because AHAYAH, he always worked with the downtrodden. He works with the least, and I'm just so thankful to be even a part of this awakening. And, so I'm not discouraged, and I don't get discouraged about, things, but I know that, we are at war, and this truth is at war. And the Most High giving this information of, the safe place and where to go, and, KADESH and the wilderness and the borders, all that information that I had has given to me, putting it out there and trying to give it to our people has been okay, we'll wait and be patient. Okay, so it's been a job. It's definitely a fight, and we're gonna fight to the end because we know we win this fight. But we still have to have works. So these are my works, and I'm so grateful that the Most High even considered me to speak and give the children of Israel some information on where to go. That Jordan is the safe place, and that we are to get within the borders, and that KADESH is right in the borders of Edom, and this is where we will be safe. Praise AHAYAH. So I'm so excited, and I don't get too much, but I get busy. I do get busy. I got a lot of other things going on, and I'm trying to do a lot of things at one time. So but I'm just so thankful to be here. So, I just want to give all glory, honor, and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH. I am that I am. That's the name of the Most High. In Exodus 3:14, when Moses asks, "What is your name?" He, Most High, told him, "I am that I am." And AHAYAH, AHAYAH, is ancient Phoenician Hebrew, not the modern Hebrew, not the Hebrew that they speak over there in the land today, the small hats, not that Hebrew. We have an ancient Phoenician Hebrew. And AHAYAH, AHAYAH, is I am that I am in ancient Phoenician. So you see in the background, I got AHAYAH's promise, and we call on his name. His son's name is Yashaya. There was no J's, no E's, no U's even invented in the time when Christ walked the earth. His name could not have been Jesus. We shouldn't even be spewing that madness out of our mouths. That's derived from Zeus, which is Greek gods, and derived from Spanish and all that. It's not the name. So praise AHAYAH. So I just wanted to give that information because maybe I think I got a few new subscribers, and this is a very guys, I'm all about this truth, this awakening, a biblical channel. Even though I try to, I have a little dog that I post. I have, living in Jordan and trying to give people a glimpse of what how it is living in Jordan. It's like everyday life. There is life outside of Babylon. People seem to think like America is the, end all to be all. Like you gotta be in America. But guys, I have to tell you, I was never, my spirit never set well in Babylon. I used to cry out to the Most High, like, why? Even though I was in the music industry, I was being a singer. I used to, go to the Grammys. I was into it. But I always felt in my mind that I was keeping myself busy. And wait, hold on. For what? I didn't know. But now I know. It was to this time. So I'm walking in my purpose. Praise AHAYAH. By Hashem Yashaya, and I'm just thankful. I'm, fulfilled. I'm glad I left Babylon. I have no desire to return, even though I love my computer is going in and out, the internet. And this is one of the reasons why I took a break too, because the internet is just getting on my nerve, guys, So all this in and out with the internet, all of a sudden, I'm on the internet all day, no problem. As soon as I try to come on and speak, So I just, just want to let you know they're messing with my views. They're messing with everything. We are at war, brothers and sisters. Understand that. I remember I told you guys, and I said this before, when I first, and there was a woman here, an Edomite woman who had 2 black daughters. Now looking back in hindsight, they probably were CIA agents, FBI, just planted here. And they told me that, and I told them, coming, I was just waking up to the truth. I didn't know much. And I told them that there were people who were coming to Jordan, that we were waking it up. And they was like, God told me to tell you they not coming. This is what the Edomite lady told me. And I was like, because I know what the Most High told me. See, he had already, given me instruction, and I was being sent out. So I know what he told me, millions was coming. So for her to sit there and tell me, oh, they ain't coming, I was just taken aback. But I just know now what all has happened to me, all the information that the Most High has given, all these things that came, they had no intention for the children of Israel to make it to Jordan. And that's what this is all about. This is what all this stuff is culminating. Now, that's what this segment is about. When I put that guy up on the thumbnail, this is where it's going to go. They focusing on the Middle East. They making sure there's war, there's all this propaganda so that you will not come to Jordan. The children of Israel are not supposed to make it to Jordan. That lady, she told me years ago, she let the cat out the bag. God told me to tell you they not coming, because she knew that there was going to be an orchestrated effort with the letter people, CIA, FBI, they were going to do a disordered, orchestrated effort to keep the children of Israel from knowing where to go, knowing that Jordan is the safe place. And so I've been a thorn in their side, brothers and sisters. Y'all got to understand what is actually going on. I have been a thorn in their side since I arrived here in Jordan 15 years ago. And their main guy, Elder Vakar, who was supposed to lead the people, and they were never supposed to even speak about Jordan ever. But AHAYAH knew. Praise AHAYAH. He knew. He knew what their plan was. He knew that he was going to put a thorn in their side. He was going to stick me here in Jordan and told me, daughter, to speak and to keep speaking. And this is why I'm telling you, I'm walking in my purpose. Warning and telling the children of Israel, come out, come out, come out. Jordan is the safe place. There is a place that the Most High has assigned for us. Even though it's Jacob's trouble, even though he's going to deal with the house of Israel first, even though there's going to be a lot of calamity, even though a lot of us are not going to make it because of, people got to, grasp this information and in the process get themselves together. And it's not an easy task. And this is why it's called Jacob's trouble for us, for biblically. Biblically, it's a problem for us because you got misinformation, disinformation, you got agents, you got all kind of stuff happening in the midst of you awakening. And you don't really know, left from your right. You don't know what to do. You don't know who to trust. You don't know. And so, but the Holy Spirit is with us and is among us. You just got to be able to hear the voice, brothers and sisters. You got to be able to know what's right and what's wrong. And what I find, even when people come out, it's a struggle. They still in the awakening mode. They still trying to, stay with the whole Babylonian spirit. All that wickedness, we got to learn how to put it down. Everything we've learned, we definitely got to come to this truth like a newborn baby and put down all the wickedness. Everything that we know, everything that we've learned, put it down, brothers and sisters. Come like a newborn baby, because that's the only way we're going to get through this. It's a narrow, narrow road. And it's not going to be for the masses. It's not, So, a lot of people, these are the things that we got to grasp. So let me just go into this news, okay? With this thing, what happened in New Orleans with this guy, they back talking about this whole ISIS thing. Because, guys, they're going to put the focus on this thing. They're going to try to say people are joining ISIS. They're going to, it's just a Hollywood production. And they're just making this stuff up and, creating these scenarios. And you don't know from one day to the next which way they're going to turn and which way they're going to take it. We just got to understand what's happening. It's a Hollyweird production. They are making up these people, these ultra, MK ultra, participants that they done raised up from children, and they sending them out to do stuff. Like this guy, he looks like a black guy. He looks like the average black guy. He happens to be military, so they must be going to do something with the military, and this is probably why they're going to bring all these other foreign militaries in, trying to act like, oh, military is not good anymore, the local military, those who were born in America, the kind of thing. So we don't know how far they're going to go with it, but just know that it's a Hollyweird production, and they're trying to keep the focus on the Middle East. Why? Because they don't want the children of Israel to make it to Jordan. They don't want you to make it here. And so, and they have no plans for you to make it here. And this is what the lady let the cat out of the bag when I met her 15 years ago. She said, they're not coming. So they don't have no intention for the children of Israel to make it to Jordan. Okay. So all this fluff that's going on, all this stuff that's happening, people, all this with the Gaza, that's Bible prophecy. It has to happen. But a lot of it is Hollyweird production with the ISIS and the Afghanistan and, this and that. It's all centered around our people. Foundational Black Americans waking up and understanding that they need to come out of Babylon and getting within the borders. Jordan is the safe place. Now, I done told you guys, I done showed you where I put a link, and I'll put this link in the description box that you can read. I put it all together for you, the scriptures that approve step by step how KADESH is where our forefathers and Moses wandered for 40 years, right in Jordan. They went right back and forth from Aqaba all the way up to Petra, back and forth. This is where they wandered for 40 years. It's no if and ands or but about it. And all the other nations know. It's just our people who don't know. We went under a curse. So we lost our identity. We lost all the information. We lost our remembrance. The Most High put us under his curse for our disobedience of our forefathers. And so we couldn't have known. So he had to make the information available. But because of the takedown, because Esau has been waiting for the children of Israel to wake up, they have been well ready and prepared to put so much disinformation and misinformation and, all these infiltrators within the mix in America. It makes it hard to gather all the information. So, that's why I'm here. And this is what my call is: to warn the children of Israel, give you food for thought, let you know, hold on, sorry, let you know, what to look at and what, where to put your eyes and understand what they're doing. They are purposely, trying to scare our people from coming to the Middle East. Now, we know our people are scary anyway. Oh my gosh. We were scared even when we had the Most High in the wilderness with Moses. They didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to fight. The Most High had to, it's like pulling straws with these people, trying to get them to respond, to the Most High. And it's the same thing today. Israel is just like, even in the awakening, even the Israelites who are awake are just like, oh my gosh. I mean, snap out of it. But it is what it is. And the process has to happen. And I guess, but no, we have to start calling people to the carpet at this point because it's very late in the game. I showed you the calendar, how it's lining up. All these this year, we at the very end of it. There was a 7-year span. I think in the beginning of the 7 years, I showed you the video. I showed you the clock that they put in Times Square, the countdown of the 7 years. I showed you that. We are in the midst of that 7 years now, and they're trying to divert the prophecy. We know that Daniel says a time and a half a time. We know it, but they're trying to divert that time and a half a time so that you'll miss the mark. Brothers and sisters, Esau is working hard. We are at war. We're in the midst of it, in the midst of infiltration. They are caught slap dab in the middle of the infiltration. They're trying to act like as long as the children of Israel is going along, they will keep up this farce. But you're in the midst of it. And, there's nothing else I really can say about it. Like, it's happening. It's right in your face. You see it. And this is the product of it. The whole Middle East thing, they're going to keep bombarding the Middle East. They're going to keep making it look so bad that you don't want to come out until destruction. And just like in the days of Noah, the Most High is giving you time. Noah prophesied for 120 years. That's like in the days of Noah. Like I've been saying this stuff for a long time. It ain't been in quite 120 years, but I've been saying this stuff for a very long time about the infiltration, about come out of her, my people, that there is a safe place. Get within the borders before the war. You want to get in here before the war. You don't want to wait till after the war because you may not get it in. That's when you ain't gonna be able to see a man. Oh, it's going to be hard to see another human being and all that stuff. You want to get in before the war. There may not be no flying. You may have to come by foot. That's why the ships of Tarshish will have to help people in certain areas. You don't want to be in that predicament, brothers and sisters, especially for my sisters who have children. You don't want to do that. You want to come out and get yourself in a position of strength, in a position where you don't have to be too worried about things, So that's what, my message is today. And I want to just show you about, you saw the thumbnail with the guy, he looks black, guys. These are going to be just like Bin Laden. It's going to come down and turn around to be our problem. Right now, his name is Abdul or something Arab, but eventually all that is going to change, and it's going to be our problem. We are going to be the terrorist. It's going to be us, and they're going to put that label on us, and we are going to be the ones joining ISIS. It's going to be all our problem. So you want to get out and not be in the predicament where you can't make a move. Because that's all it is. Now, with Trump, with Elon Musk in office, that is the whole mark of the beast system that he has set up. Elon Musk he's in position now, and I talked about this last week, of finance. He's going to be controlling the money so that we know that mark of the beast is going to be mixed in with the finances. You want to get out. You don't want to be in a place where you still got to get thousands of miles to the other side. Don't, set yourself up to fail. And I know a lot of people are saying, don't go to join. Don't listen. Do your research. And I'll put the, oh God, I keep doing this. Sorry. I'll put the link in with the blog so that you can see, read for yourself, and you can read the right scriptures and things like that. Don't be deceived, brothers and sisters. Our people, there is a whole bunch of deception, but I think the Most High, that he has put the information out. It's out. Yeah. It's in the earth, and that you just got to find it. And so here I'm throwing you a lifeline so that you can get an idea, the fear on our people is the biggest part. Everybody's afraid. The fear is the problem. Being afraid, not trusting the Most High. And it ain't sitting in Babylon talking about you trust him. He said, come out of her. And just like in the days of Moses, and we had to leave, brothers and sisters. You can't stay in Babylon. Unfortunately, you got to go. You got to get out. And there's a concerted effort to get our people to go to Africa. And there are a lot of people are coming out of Africa and understanding that ain't the place. So, but it's unfortunate that people got to go through things. They end up going through stuff. They going through certain steps that they ain't got to go through. If you just really take the time to meditate and get into them scriptures. And that's what the link is. I just put the link in there. Read it. It's there. It's plain. Once you read it, you'll see Jordan is the safe place. KADESH, according to the scriptures. That's the name. KADESH. It means holy, like Qadash. It means holy, and it's holy land. So, they try to demonize the area, try to demonize everything, because the children of Israel don't have all the information. All right, so I'm going to play this first video, and I just thought this was, I thought this was so funny, this guy, and I hope I don't get any, I don't get my, my channel struck. I'm not monetized, so I don't think I can get struck like that, but I'm not really sure. And some of these channels, they don't like you to play their stuff. And also, I'm going to tell you, I was on the Star Report this week with Star, and he's a very famous VJ or DJ from Hot 97 New York. I'm from Brooklyn, so he was very big in those times. So now he has his YouTube page, and he has the Star Report. And I had the opportunity, praise AHAYAH, to call in and speak on his channel. And I'm going to, if you go to my Patreon, because I can't play his stuff, I can't even even show the thumbnail, I think, because he strikes your channel. And I believe he'll strike whether you're monetized or not. He don't play with people playing his stuff on their channel. So I put my little snippet on my Patreon. You can go to my Patreon, guys, and as a free member, and you can see it. Just so you can see. Now, I kind of got into it with the guy, one of his friends who calls in, but it's a long story, so I'll get into this later. I hope I remember to talk about it. But I just want to tell you guys now, go to my Patreon and see the clip, or you can go to his YouTube page, but then you're going to have to watch the whole video, and he does a long thing. So either way, and I'll put the links, but let me see if I can find my Patreon page. Give me a second, just so I could put that in there. You don't have to sign up, but I wish you guys would sign up as a paid member for $5. And support the work. And I'm going to get into all that later, but let me just give you it before I forget. This is the link to my Patreon. You can go as a free member, but I wish you come on as a paid member and support what I'm doing, and I'll get into that later. Okay, so that's the link there. So that's I did the same thing again. No. Oh yeah, I did. What happened, guys? What did I do? Oh, here's I put the wrong link. Let me put the right link. Okay, this is for Patreon. Okay, and you can see the video. You don't have to be a paid member. You could just watch it. But I thought it was very serious that this situation happened, and I'm going to talk about it, what I thought about it. But first, let's go to these videos about this New Orleans situation, because it's very telling of how Hollyweird, they do the same things over and over. Oh my gosh, another, shooter type scenario, and they're just doing the same thing. It's Hollywood. This is all Hollywood. This is what they do. And it's all to, I put the check marks. It's a black man, because it's going to be Jacob's trouble. It's going to come down to us being the terrorist. It's going to be us. So they have to use it. He has to look black as possible, but supposedly he's an Arab. Also, he's military. I thought that was interesting, because how they're going to use that. And then he's from Texas. Texas is important because they still have all their gun laws in place. So they definitely want to demonize Texas, because they want to take away the gun laws and, take away people's rights and things like that. And then also, what else was it? I don't forgot. Well, hold on. Let me just play the video, guys. So y'all can. What is that? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's play this guy. Now, I thought this guy was really funny, and I'm going to talk about him also, because I thought this was very funny. This guy who's giving the commentation. And again, I say, I hope I don't get a strike, because some of these YouTubers, it's getting really real funny now when you use their pages and stuff. But I ain't monetized, so that ain't going, let me find it. Give me 1 second. But I pray you all had a blessed week. I pray. And I pray that you're making your way out of Babylon. Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, so here it is. Look it up. So he, just so you can get some information on this shooter thing, I'm gonna share my screen and okay, here you go. Okay, so this is him. I just thought it was hilarious.
Pascal show thing though, please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below, please and thank you. Crush it. Do what it do. Do what you need to do. Nappy. All right. Show some love and all that. That would be amazing. Don't forget, of course, hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. If you are watching on those other platforms, like
you got the Christmas tree,
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in about this.
Hit that follow button over there.
And our people.
Definitely hit that subscribe button.
There's a lot of brothers on YouTube.
Thank you. Go over to my secondary channel, the Pascal Show Clips. The secondary channel is called the Pascal Show Clips. Go check it out because I've already put out. There's already videos scheduled to drop in the next. Well, there's already a video that dropped already. A second one already dropped just about 9 minutes ago, and another one's dropping in about 30 minutes from now as well. So go over to the secondary channel. Make sure you're subscribed because I'm talking about a lot of things that I'm not covering over here. And vice versa. Okay. Some things that I talked about over there today, I am talking about here because this is all developing and there's a lot of news going on right now. Okay. But real talk, definitely make sure you're subscribed to both channels. Hit that join button down below. Check that out, please. And thank you. Become a member.
Hit my subscribe button, check out my Patreon, check out my like,
and of course, most definitely check out PascalMerch.com. We got some really great stuff over there, Mike. We got some really, really great stuff over there for sure. So please, by all means, go check that out. If you can, that will be amazing. Okay?
I want to move now along, guys.
There is something we got to get into it, of course. We got to get into the conversations and all that. And there is something that is kind of making me feel some type of way. The reason why it's making me feel some type of way is something that we are going to be watching in just a little bit. Okay? But we're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes because I'm going to be real. Something doesn't feel right. I don't believe this 100%.
Hello.
And yes, I know some of y'all gonna be, oh damn, Pascal, have you fallen into the conspiracy theory world? That was weird. Now here's the thing. No, I have not. But something weird is going on here, and I'm not liking it. Let me explain.
Really?
Let's talk about this from Brian Enton. He posted this, and I appreciate him posting this because I was like, somebody else got to say it except me. Because something about it, I was like, wait a second. Did they just say just yesterday it was one thing, and now they're saying it's something completely different? So here it is. They say FBI says no definitive link between attack in Las Vegas with Cybertruck and New Orleans attack. That's number one. No definitive link. We're going to talk about that in a second, okay? We're going to talk about that in a second. Here's the other piece, too. There was also being said right here. This is the one that really burns my cookies. Because let's be real. The first one, I'm like, nah, homie. Nah. I don't believe that.
Burns his cookies.
You're telling me there's no connection whatsoever? Okay, I got something for that. We gonna talk. No connection. All right. But here's the other part that really grinds my gears. It's right here. And he caught it too. I feel like as did everyone else, I think, as well. Here it is. FBI says, they now say, they don't believe anyone except Shamsuddin Jabbar is involved in the New Orleans attack. In other words, they believe now that Jabbar, because it's easier to say his last name than his first name. They believe that he acted alone. Say what? So you mean to tell me that whole thing where you said, oh, we've been seeing people running around and doing a whole bunch of things, planting explosives and all that stuff. You said that you saw 3 males and 1 female running around trying to plant boom boom devices in places in the French Quarter. So you mean to tell me that doesn't exist no more? That what you saw was just a fabrication, wasn't a mirage? I'm sorry, but I don't believe that, not one bit whatsoever. You mean to tell me this was a terry attack indeed? This was a terry attack. Mayday, 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 wake up. We got 4 individuals out there. He didn't operate alone. There's no way he operated alone. That's what they said in the last 2 whatever press conferences that they had. Articles being written about this and all that, etc. I'm sorry for repeating this again, but do you really think we were born yesterday? That we'll just go, yep, okay. If that's what 50 says, then that's what 50 says. There's no connection whatsoever anymore. So what happened to those 4 people? The 3 men and the little lady. What happened to those 3 men and the little lady then? Where did they go? Did they check out? Did you do your due diligence? Or are you just now saying that because you got the sugar bowl about to drop and you ain't got nothing right now?
Okay, be patient, brothers and sisters, because he's going to connect the other situation. And he, from what I heard, he's one of the people that's putting them both together, which is good. Just how staged this stuff is, how, they're doing this stuff for a reason. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is because y'all got to know it's a Hollyweird production. And it's all to stop the children of Israel from making it to the Middle East. They want to bring all this drama to the Middle East so that you will not want to come here. That is the point. That is the plan. You are not supposed to make it within the borders because the Most High said he will protect those found within his borders. Okay? But let me just interject quickly. Even though you get here into the borders, brothers and sisters, you must know the Most High's name. You must know the correct holy days. This is your trouble. You need to figure these things out. Don't think that you could just come out and just go, oh, I'm saved. And you can do whatever you want to do it thy wilt spirit that's perpetrated in America. You cannot do that, brothers. And you must come out to serve AHAYAH. That's the name of the Most High, AHAYAH. AHAYAH, 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 AHAYAH. The Indians were calling on the Most High the whole time. His name is AHAYAH. You must learn his holy days, learn his feasts, learn his ordinances, learn his judgments. That's why you're coming. Not just to save yourself, save your soul, yes, but also come and worship AHAYAH and his son Yashaya. Okay? So that's what this is about. So you can put it all together. This is a Hollyweird production so that you won't come out to the Middle East. The woman told me they're not coming, but the Most High told me that the children of Israel are coming. But this is what the plan is. And please just pay attention, Here we go.
Don't worry, I'll wait. Sorry, not sorry. You really mean to tell me? You really mean to tell me that you expect us to believe this ish? Come on, man. Okay? Come on. Come on now.
Let's
keep it a bean. You can't be putting out all this information and then say, "Yo, run! Oh, we're gonna be suited and booted. Security gonna be out the a-hole. We're gonna be raising fresh hell if anybody tries to walk into the Sugar Bowl." But you ain't got nobody right now. All you got is a deceased individual in some videos where he's claiming he's part of the ISIS.
Okay, so I want to bring this out about kings, and they are in la la land, y'all. He's trying to allude to like he knows something is going on, but he's definitely not putting the two and two together like he's the focus, that it's about him. I mean, he got the big old Christmas tree, so that spirit is, blinding. He's not even understanding what's really going on. What I be saying, like, everybody's so smart, they can see this and that, but they can't see the writing on the wall. Their spirit is not connecting with the Most High. They just cannot, get tuned in to with the Most High and understand that there's something amiss, aside from them just knowing that they're lying and they know that something is up. They can't, it doesn't go any further than that. They know something is wrong, but they can't put two and two together like, brothers, y'all got to get out of there. Y'all got to get yourselves together. Y'all got to come back to the Most High. You're going to get destroyed there. There's none of that. So I just really wanted to hone in on that aspect of this too, because, you watch these people, you listen to their commentary, you watch their videos, and it's nothing. It's a dead line, and it's dead. They don't see, they ain't, thinking that it has anything to do with them. I don't know, guys. Okay, let's go.
And that's it. Where is the three men and a little lady?
It's sad.
Where is that at? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. Now, before we get into everything, all right, because that to me is like, nah, that's a no for me. First things first, okay? We do need to talk about the situation that happened in Las Vegas first. That monster finally has been identified, and he has been identified as Matthew Levelsberger. He is the person that literally took this car. He took this car, drove out from Colorado Springs to Las Vegas, drove up to the hotel, Trump International Hotel, in the valet parking area, and then he set that car off. This is not some random mistake. This is not some thing that just came out of nowhere. No, this was a planned and targeted attack for sure. There's more information about this Matthew Levelsberger that we are going to be talking about here in a second. What's interesting to me is that they still believe they're crawling to the idea of there possibly being a connection. But according to what Brian Enton said just most recently, he says they say no definitive link between attack in Vegas and the attack in New Orleans. But there is. Maybe it's a far-fetched thing, but there is. It's doing the math for us. We don't have to do it, then forget it. Just throw all these things in a pot, turn it back and let it go. It's that simple. Literally, these crimes, I believe, are indeed connected. You can believe, you can be on my team and say, team, hell yeah, they connected, or team not connected. It's okay. But this is too on the nose. This is too much of a coinky dink for it to just be a coinky dink. There's just no way, in my personal opinion. But let's take a look at this, okay? So,
these black men.
First off, the unalived in this Tesla truck. Okay, he has been identified. Law enforcement has confirmed him as Matthew Levelsberger, 37 years old. He rented this electric pickup truck that went up in flames on New Year's Day in the valet area of the when this thing went off with fireworks style mortars, camping fuel and canisters. You have all that stuff in one area. You obviously you're trying to do some bad. This was definitely a targeted attack. No, this was not just one of those them damn Teslas that just keep on bursting into flames. Damn Tesla, Elon, fix your ish. Nope, not that at all. This was a targeted attack by this man.
Hollyweird.
This was not some malfunction. Levelsberger has several addresses in Colorado Springs, at least one of which was swarmed by feds late yesterday night. This dramatic explosion outside the Vegas hotel is being investigated by investigated by FBI as a possible act of terror. Okay, now the driver also lost his life in the blast. Blah blah blah. We already know about all this. Now this happened hours after Jabbar did what he did in New Orleans. You're telling me there's no connection? Now let me break this down for y'all real quick. Both of these individuals, both of these men, they both went and rented cars, electronic cars, from the same app, Turo. They both left from their respective hometowns, or where they were currently residing in, and crossed state lines to other populated areas, like Houston for Jabbar, and he drove from Houston to New Orleans, and like Colorado Springs for Levelsberger. He gets in his rental and drives out in his Tesla, drives out to Vegas. Around the same time, hours apart of each other, crimes and attempts of carnage happen. Remember, the Cybertruck explosion only took his life, injured 7, but those seven other people have just suffered very, very minor injuries, which is fantastic news. But at the end of the day, 2 guys rented electric trucks, or they're both trucks. Okay. Drove out of their own hometowns to populated areas, set it off. One was more successful, unfortunately, for lack of a better term, than the other in the crimes that they were trying to enact, using the same is a former, he is also an Army vet. Oh, I'm sorry. Just so you know, Jabbar is also a Army vet too. Yeah. Oh, and then on top of that, there's more. Let's not forget this too. Suspects from Vegas and in New Orleans served at the same Army base. I'm gonna have to hit the, I'm sorry guys. Some of y'all are tired of it, but I gotta hit the button again. Yeah. So they were in the same Army base. They served at the same Army base. App, Turo. They get some electric cars or whatever you want to call them. They drive out of their own respective area before New Year's Eve. And then in the early morning hours of New Year's Day, they enact
Okay, so this thing is freezing up. So we get the gist, okay? So he just brought out the information.
What? All over this mother. This is not even 2 plus 2. You don't even have to add. This is 0 plus 0 equals 4. No, it's they both served in the same army base. They are both Army veterans. Rented from the same app. Then they drove to their respective areas away from their own hometowns. What in the hell do I have to? I am not a cop. I am not an investigator. I just tell stories on the internet. How can I put this thing together with no evidence in my hands? How could I sit here and look at this and go, the man?
Okay, guys, so I just really wanted to, bring that part of it, to the forefront, but mainly, really focus on this with our brothers, really not putting two together. They in la la land, and they know something is wrong, and so they're not awakening to that aspect, to the truth. Like he said in the beginning, he's not into being a conspiracy theorist, so they're just really keeping it very, surface. They don't want to, nobody wants to offend anyone, they don't want to say too much. So listen, I don't know. But anyway, so just talking about this situation. One was more severe than the other, but both men, they had Teslas, so they're putting focus on like as if it's about Donald Trump and Elon Musk, tying that together. I think one of the, in one of the videos, the skyline with the Trump Tower in focus. So, they're bringing Trump into it and trying to act like, oh, that has to tie in. It's so Hollywood, guys. It's so Hollywood. And this is what all of these, from back in the day when they were doing the school shootings and, it's just one after another. And this is also what Baruch talked about when we go into the book about the 12 woes, all start to together. You wouldn't know from one end to the next. There's a shooting or there's a bomb thing or, a lone shooter somewhere, and then it's fires in California, and then it's these celebrities, and it's just culminating. The great ones, they're taking them out. They're putting these men in jail, Diddy and, Jay-Z and who shot Tupac. And, they just got this thing going, just keeping our people distracted. Of things, start to happen. And I just, want to be the voice, crying out to you to get out, get out, get out, get out, brothers and sisters. And don't look for a savior. These like with the GOCC with Elder Ricard, he's trying to act like, oh, get with it, the body, come together and this and that with them in Babylon. No, we're supposed to gather outside of Babylon. We're supposed to get out. And the gathering is not going to be there, so, but this is part of the infiltration, the disinformation to keep you off keel so that you really don't know what to do and you're questioning. I'm sure all of you feel this urgency that you need to leave. I know you have to, because the Most High poured out his spirit. So his spirit is dealing with some people and telling them what to do, what to go. But if you ignore the spirit, and I know this because it could have easily happened to me. I remember when I was being called out, I could have easily ignored the spirit, the awakening spirit that's telling me to leave. I even questioned it. I had a choice on whether I was to go or whether I was to leave. And I'm so thankful that I left. I made the right choice. I thank AHAYAH. But I just know that there is a choice. And I know there is a test. You're being tested. So if you're struggling in your spirit, whether you should go or you should leave, those are the tests that you will endure through this whole thing. We must make it into the end. You must keep, climbing to the top of these tests and getting them under you so that you can get to the place where you are connecting with the Father. You know what I'm saying? But you're being tested, brothers and sisters. And I pray you pass the test. Get from one, level to the next with the Most High. Because if not, he's just starting to wake up other people. There's some people who just being awakened like last week. There's some people last month. There's people who are awakening, and he's testing, he's sifting through Israel to see who's going to obey. Who? A lot of scriptures that tell us that a lot of people ain't going to obey. And I just pray you don't be in that number of the disobedient. There's a lot of scriptures. And when I was going into the AHAYAH's Bible book club, I was bringing all that stuff out. And people would be like, why are you focusing on the negative? Because people don't want to hear. And nor do they want to look at themselves, nor do they want to face the fact that they're not listening, that they're refusing to come out, that they just don't want to do it because they're fearful. They don't really have the faith that they're trying to act like they have. They don't really trust the Most High. Well, what I'm going to do when I get out there? It's all of this. What are you going to do? And, and I'm going to talk about these things a little later about, what I've been going through and what I'm seeing with our people. And I constantly talk about this stuff, but I'm going to keep on talking about it because people really have to see. But, I just really want to bring that out about these shootings, how it's a Hollywood production. And it's clear now. It's just obvious at this point. But it's not obvious to everyone why it's happening. And so that's what I want to bring out. This is all a Hollywood production, part of keeping the children of Israel still. We got our brothers, the CIA infiltration. Brothers are sitting still. They can't leave. They have taken down the men of the Most High, y'all. So they not, and that's why Christ said, possibly the elect will be deceived. In Matthew 24, he gave you steps of what will be the sign. And all of these are the signs. It's not the 70 AD aspect of it. Because, the brothers now, they just bring out, it's 70 AD. It's 70 AD. No, it's time. This time we are in the mix of it. We're in the fix of it, guys. Christ was warning us about what was going on right now. Matthew 24 is talking about the infiltration. He says, see it that you are not deceived. He's letting you know that there will be a big deception. That's the takedown, the infiltration, that people are lying to you. He said, possibly the elect, the very elect would be deceived. And that's why, because we got brothers who we really want to believe. and telling you to sit still, wait till after the war. When you see in the scriptures, when you go through Jeremiah, and it's telling you there will be no men, that the women will be crying out for husbands, because this is playing out real time, brothers and sisters. It's playing out real time. This is why these things will happen, because these men are not making a move. They're sitting still. They're listening, just like in 70 AD. They did the same thing, the same playbook. They're doing the same thing. There's nothing new under the sun. Just like in Ecclesiastes 1:9. Nothing new. They're doing the same thing. The Hollyweird production. Shalom, Jonathan. It says, Hannah, Skype you. It's about the fellowship I was with the GOCC. I want to share with you something. Okay, praise AHAYAH. Do you can we do it after this broadcast if you want to talk? I was with the GOCC. I want to share with you something. Okay. Can I Skype? Yes, you can. Praise AHAYAH. Okay, so after this, if you want to, I try not to be too long, but I do want to, come on. Okay, praise AHAYAH, brother. It's good to see you. Okay, and we'll talk. Okay, so it's just clear, brothers and sisters. It's clear. And you need to, take it for what it is, because the Most High, he's not playing. And nobody's saved until the end. And a lot of people with that, the Most High got me mentality, thinking that it's not going to be determined on your choices. The choices that you make. And I know, because it was determined on my choice. That's why I can sit here and give you my testimony of what happened to me. The Most High was calling me out, and I had to make a choice. I could have stayed in Babylon. I just couldn't stay. I knew I needed to leave, and I knew the Most High was telling me to go. And I told the story. I was talking to the Most High, well, why me? Why I got a man? Why not a man? Why not him, Most High? Why not him? Why me? Woman. I was afraid. For one, I had never traveled so far away, and to go all the way, to Israel, because I went to Israel first. And I was like, I didn't want to go. But I was also, I was afraid, but I was happy. I was happy to leave, because I wasn't happy. It's not that I was happy in Babylon. I knew something was wrong. I told you my struggles, and I was just buying time. I was keeping myself occupied in the music industry, following my dreams. But I knew in my spirit knew that I was buying time, that something wasn't right. But I didn't know. Nothing could have ever prepared me for this. I could have never, ever guessed that this is what it was, But praise AHAYAH, I'm so thankful. And so that's where I stand today. Now, I've been here, and I managed to make it. It was through the grace of the Most High, provided for me all these years, made sure, I had. And there was times, guys, I'm just telling you, it's a test, and you gotta make the right decisions, with the Most High. You gotta take the test. You're being tested, and you gotta pass these tests. We as a people in Babylon are dealing with so many different things. There's so much wickedness that we have been subjected to that we got to shake up off us. You got to shake that dust up off you. It's a lot of things you must, navigate through in order to cleanse, because the witchcraft and the sorcery is so thick in Babylon. The sin is so thick that we have to, shake that off of us. And that's part of the problem. That's the part of Jacob's trouble that a lot of people have issues with. They think once they get here, it's all good. You still have a lot of work to do, brothers and sisters. Work on yourselves. Purge. Like First Timothy says, if a man purges himself, he is a vessel unto honor unto AHAYAH. But you must purge. You must, get past those obstacles. Okay, so I have another video, and let me take this one out. I have another video I would like to show you. Just, some information, like always. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I think it's this one. Yeah. She's just giving information on all the different little things that's going on. So I won't play.
Back into Tommy Bites TV, you guys. I have multiple news stories, so I'm really going to jump right into it. If you missed the beginning and you come in late, just feel free to go back and replay it to see what I was talking about in this video. But this is sad. We are under attack under so many different levels, whether it be the attack that took place at a army base in, I think it was San Antonio, Texas, where someone was firing on the gate. Health-related public health alerts have been issued. Also, cyber attacks are happening right now. So everybody's coming after us. It is going to affect thousands, if not millions of people, depending on what it is and where it is where you are. So go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely share the video out. If you are new to the channel, welcome in. I ask that you please consider subscribing to the channel and definitely turning on your notifications. If you are already subscribed, thank you for coming back, and double check and make sure you're still subscribed. And let's jump right into sharing the news that you hopefully can use. First story, because I have multiple stories. The first story is concerning a hack that took place with U.S. chip maker. I will definitely get into the comments once I am done, but I want to get straight to the news that you definitely can use in some.
Do this until February 1st. On January 6th, we're starting a 4-week chair workout challenge for beginners over 50. Here's
form, shape, or microchip technology isolates some of its computer systems as it tries to recover from a cyber attack. Y'all, this is going to create some shortages if you're, purchasing parts, or if you're purchasing computers, or whatever. This is going to cause a lot of shortages. So U.S. semiconductor manufacturer and retailer Microchip Technology experienced a cyber attack over the weekend where hackers managed to disrupt some of the servers and business operations, says the company. Microchip explains in a regulatory filing published on Tuesday that it first detected the suspicious activity in its computer systems on August 17th. 2 days later, Microchip decided that isolating this affected system and shutting down certain systems was the best course of action. It's also investigating an incident with the help of a third-party cybersecurity expert. So more and more places are being cyber attacked, and it is definitely affecting us. I just told you about the 2.9 billion people who, and that may be me included, have their information stolen, social security numbers, addresses, emails, relatives' information going back 2 whole decades could and Malaysia. It's currently unclear where exactly its systems were disrupted. Okay, so on the, let me share that out with you guys. I already told you about health-wise, we are, I'm gonna say being attacked because I don't know why this is the way it is right now, but we are dealing with our numbers rising when it comes to COVID. Now we're dealing with our numbers possibly rising when it comes to mpox, which was said to be a global health emergency. So now we have a new public health alert by the CDC. And I have a couple of stories on that. So let's go to this one first. So a respiratory, let me show you this picture of this little boy here. You see his cheek right here? So have you heard of parvovirus? And a lot of y'all have heard of it because when you think of it and you say it, you think immediately, oh, that's the thing that dogs get. Different version, different day. So parvovirus, or as it's known as slap cheek, because your cheek is like red, it looks like someone hit you, is on the rise. The CDC has warned a respiratory disease known as parvovirus B19. Why does everything have a 19 in it? Is on the rise in the US among all age groups. I know they're showing kids right now, but they're the most affected, but is on the rise with all age groups, according to a recent advisory from the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, known as CDC. The CDC issued the health alert on August 13th. Have y'all heard about this on the news? Let me know. After European public health authorities reported unusually high numbers of cases in 14 countries during the first quarter of 2024. The virus typically, causes a blotchy rash on the cheeks that appear as if someone has slapped them. Hence its name, slap cheek disease. And then you see right here where they get into talking about monkeypox and the public health emergency that was called. So this parvovirus can be a very mild infection in many people, but if you are pregnant or are immunized, like myself, in any way, you are at much greater risk of serious illness. And this is said by the chief of infectious disease at Mount Sinai South Nassau Hospital on Long Island, New York. Parvovirus B19, and we're not playing bingo, but it seems like our lives are like a bingo game right now, is a virus that can be easily spread by respiratory droplets in the air after an infected person coughs or sneezes. So y'all, this is viral. This is respiratory. This is another, well, I don't think anyone dies from this. I haven't read the article in full. I'm reading it live with you guys. But this is another thing to add to our list of things. Not things, THINGS, but things, THANGS. So there is a test that you can take. Children are often infected at school and spread it to other kids through close personal contact, then later to adults when they come home, as they do with everything. Approximately 50% of people who
Did Harvard University just find a way to restore crystal clear 20/20 vision without glasses, contacts, or surgery? The best part?
were not previously infected contracted. I'm sorry, I have it's like some hair or something. Approximately 50% of people who were not previously infected contract the virus from an infected family member, while 20 to 50% of susceptible students and staff become infected during school outbreaks. The virus is in school, just started back. The virus is highly contagious and can spread asymptomatically. Parvovirus B12 is also known as fifth disease. And this is something totally different. This is a different parvo because it was previously listed fifth on a list of common childhood viral illnesses that cause rashes, according to the Mayo Clinic. The top 3 on the list are measles, rubella, and scarlet fever. Let's see. Many people who get infected don't have symptoms, but some will experience sickness. About a week after an exposure, susceptible children may complain of flu-like symptoms. So everything respiratory is a flu-like symptom situation where you have fever, muscle pain, fatigue, which generally lasts less than a week. People are most contagious in the early phase of this illness. Several days after the fever starts, children often develop the hallmark blotchy slap cheek rash, a helpful clue that healthcare providers use to diagnose this illness. People are generally not infectious by the time they develop the rash. A fine lacy rash may follow on the chest, the back, the buttocks, your arms, your legs. That is sometimes itchy, according to the CDC. It usually goes away in about a week to 10 days. Now, how do you treat this? Let me see. It says adults are less likely to develop the slap cheek rash. Their most common symptoms are a generalized rash on the body and joint pain that affects the hands, feet, and knees. In some cases, adults only experience joint pain, which usually lasts 1 to 3 weeks.
Can get parvovirus as well. The CDC, in fact, is warning that there's a rise in cases. The question is, are they the same thing? Can you give it to your dog? Can they give? Is joining us now. Just everybody with a dog right now is going, Monica, tell me what's happening.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm glad she asked that question. Can you?
I was at Bark at the Park in Bay Village over yesterday, actually, and everybody was asking me this because they heard about, yeah.
Okay, so
Because parvovirus is a very, very scary thing. Now, for all the dog owners out there, it is not the same as the parvovirus that infects dogs, and it is not possible for you or your dog to give it to one another. Now, the CDC did issue a warning last week notifying healthcare providers about increased activity in the U.S. of parvovirus B19. That is the human version of the disease. It is a respiratory virus transmitted through respiratory droplets by people with or without symptoms. It often causes your body to stop producing red blood cells. Chances are you probably had it once in your life. It's estimated 50% of adults and 85% of older folks have had an infection in their lifetime. Now, there is.
Let's see if she goes into anything else, but basically you get the gist. I'll put this link if you want to see more of the video.
Yeah, this is where we are with all of these different things. We have COVID-19, we have Mpox, we have parvovirus B19 and 12, and definitely flu season is upon us. So you know, I gave y'all some tips yesterday of things that I use when I got sick that helped me each and every time that I do get sick. So like I said, I am immunocompromised, and you know, I do get.
Okay, guys, so that's it for her. You know, her news, and it's very helpful. So I'll put the link in the description box. You can go to her channel and you know, subscribe as well and support, because I use her videos a lot. She, you know, she does have a lot of information, especially on like the Walmart's closing, these stores are closing, running out of food, and she does a homestead as well. So she has a lot of information, but praise AHAYAH. But I just wanted to bring it out, you know, certain information according to the Bible. And we, you know, in Matthew 24, again, it says pestilence and, you know, earthquakes in diverse places. So, you know, all of these things, you know, you need to understand we're in the time of Yashaya. He's coming. Get within the borders, get out of harm's way. Don't be that Christ warned us about this deception, and possibly the elect would be deceived. So this we do know. And so I pray you take heed and don't let people deceive you and make you feel comfortable in that wicked place. You know, there's a lot of sorcery going on. There's a lot of wickedness, witchcraft, you know, and the Bible talks about that with the Chaldeans. They are masters at the witchcraft and with the sin, and they trapped in vortexes. And this is why the Most High warned us and told us to come out of Babylon. So now I wanted to talk about, you know, that there's like these brothers from, there's a brother that from Hebrew. He's doing this whole push in Africa, and everybody's like, oh, go back to Africa. This is like, I told you I did a interview, you know, I called in to the Star Report, and I wanted to talk about that. You know, one of the guys who was on his show, you know, he kind of came at me, and this is what he kind of does to everybody. But I'm sure he was shocked when I started saying certain things to him. But, you know, his mic was louder than mine, so he was basically over talking me. But I was trying to get as much as I can get out, meaning about the Bible and destruction coming to America, the name of the Most High. So I got to say those things, and I just give all glory and honor and praise to AHAYAH that I got to praise the Most High. And it's like close to 70,000 people, you know, saw this video. So that was a blessing. And I would love to go on there again so that I can speak more. So I just ask that you guys, if you can go over to the channel and just, you know, leave a quick comment, you know, asking for me to come back. You know, maybe he'll like have me come back on so that I can speak more, you know, because these are people who are worldly people. They're not into the, you know, for the most part. There may be some Israelites who watch. Like me, I check different channels, you know, and I'll come across different channels, and I just happen to call in on this particular day. But, you know, I do watch, and because I like to keep my ears to the street on what's, you know, the temperature with our people, or is there any kind of awakening going on, you know. So I was able to put the information out about the Most High's name to them and tell them that to get out, that Jordan was a safe place. I praise AHAYAH. And if I get the opportunity, I would love to be able to go back and just, you know, warn our people. But in the midst of it, there was a guy on that's the friend. He's a friend of the owner of the channel, the Star. And this guy he goes at everybody. He just went at me, but I was able to tell him, you know, he's an Edomite, you know, and I believe he's a small hat also. But he's hiding. He's trying to act like, oh, he's Irish and this and that. But he has a disdain for Black people. Now he tries to act like he likes Black Americans, you know, and because I watched the show, I know this guy, you know, comes on regularly, and I know, you know, what type of time he's on. So, and I know, you know, he seems like a handler even. He's like, I was like, there's no reason in the world why, you know, he's supposed to be, he don't, you know, I accused him of trying to be Black, act Black, this and that. And I could tell he got offended when I said this about him, because he tried to act like he's not. He's just an average white guy, which they all trying to be Black, and they all, you know, because we are the salt of the earth, and they try to be like the men of the Most High. They just do it. They try to be like the FBAs, but they try to hide it and try to act like, no, they're not, and they have disdain for our people, and they don't want us to rise up. And they, and it's just, I just went in on him, calling him Esau, and just kind of letting him know that, nah, it's not sitting well. You on this channel, he's promoting debauchery, drinking. He's he's in his 40s or something, and they got the ear of these young people, and they promoting all kind of wickedness, sex and porn, and just wickedness. And these men have to be held accountable for their wicked behavior. But praise AHAYAH, I got to get some words in, so I just so thankful for that, and that letting people know the name of the Most High, and that Jordan is a safe place. They see something is wrong. They, people are reporting on it every day. They're coming up with all this information and what's wrong, but nobody has a solution, and nobody's giving our people idea where to go. And which brings me to the other guy, Hebrews to Negroes to Hebrews, and he's promoting Africa. They all won't tell us to go back to Africa. And again, he could be as well a CIA plan, luring our people out of Babylon, but putting them in Africa in harm's way. And he, tries to act like, he has biblical proof to show that we're supposed to be in Africa, knowing doggone well we ain't supposed to be in Africa. We wasn't there the first time, and they come up with these fake maps and all kind of stuff. Again, an orchestrated move to move our people in the wrong direction, get them out of under the protection, under the hedge of AHAYAH. Jordan is the safe place. It's the same place our forefathers dwelled with Moses, in the time of Moses. It's the same place from Aqaba up to Petra and back and forth for 40 years. So it's just another orchestrated move to get the children of Israel in the wrong locations for those who have the mind to leave, And so, unfortunately, people are looking for leaders, and the Most High said he's not going to give our people leaders, like that. The daughters of Zion is going to be majority of us women, 7 women to 1 man. That's how it's going to be in this wilderness, because a lot of these brothers are not going to make it out. And unfortunately, because so much of our sisters, we looking for a man. But sisters, y'all better be very careful, because the Most High is testing us as a people, and you better make the right decisions and the right choices. Don't get caught up thinking that you need to be following somebody, because they will lead you astray. That's what Christ warned you. Let no man deceive you. Do not be deceived. Do not just be following people just because. You better check this information. You better check the Bible and get the right information. Again, I posted my link for KADESH. I gave you scriptures, names, locations, everything, so that you can get an idea. I'm here to help, to give you an idea, but you must do the due diligence to study to show yourself approved. You must understand about the borders and why it's important to come here. And when you come here, you must start getting yourself together. Get under the Lord's statutes and commandments. Know the correct holy days. Know his calendar. Know his feast days, his ordinances, his judgments. This is what this is all about. Don't feel you can come as you are and just do whatever you want. We are a holy people, brothers and sisters. We are the children of Israel, called by the Most High's name, AHAYAH. Okay? And we must learn to come back to him. What we've learned in Babylon is not it. It's not it, y'all. And y'all, we must learn how to put that stuff down and come back to the Father. Okay, so that's the most important thing. So now I wanted to talk, because a lot of people, I've been talking, these couple of months, I've been talking to a lot of different people reaching out to me. And I've realized, brothers and sisters, over the years, I've been talking to you guys for a long time. And at some point, I understand, because of the mis and disinformation, that, I didn't want to be talking about money and this and that, because people don't know who to trust, where to go, who's telling the truth. But brothers and sisters, at this point, where we are today, the Most High, he brought out the infiltration. Y'all know I wasn't lying about the infiltration. You know I wasn't lying about KADESH and Elder Ricard been taken down. It's in your face. I mean, at this point, you must, say to yourself comfortably, at least, she has given us some correct information. Nobody has brought to you about the borders. That was Sister Kana, KADESH, Jordan, about Masada being Jerusalem. All that stuff come from the Most High, which he gave to me to speak to the children in Israel. So, a lot of people contact me and they be like, oh, thank you, sister, for all your work, for being diligent. And I give glory and honor to AHAYAH for keeping me, and sustaining me here so that I can be able to be a help to the children of Israel. But at some point, brothers and sisters, we have to start coming together. And that's why I tell y'all on one accord, because I done dealt with Israelites calling on different names. I done dealt with Israelites with different doctrines. This has been 15 years of me, people have been coming out for some years now. It's been a couple of years. I've been running into it. I know where our people are spiritually just because I've been meeting a lot of them, and I see where they are. And I see what's the issue is. And so I know that there's a lot of mis and disinformation, and I understand why we can't just trust anybody. You better be discerning. You better watch who you bring in your circle and who you listening to. You got to be very careful. We are in the time of Jacob's trouble. But I'm just saying to you, brothers and sisters, at this point now, once some things have been revealed to you now that wasn't revealed back then. So I can understand why, the apprehension and, being worried. But the Most High, I believe he's revealed a lot in the spiritual realm. He has vouched for me because he's given a lot of information that is unrefutable. So at this point, brothers and sisters, we have to start coming together. You're going to have to start putting your money where your mouth is. A lot of people come to me and say, thank you, sister, for being consistent. Thank you, sister, for, loving the children of Israel. You can see it. I know. And I'm not just saying this to toot my own horn, but brothers and sisters, I can't help you if you're not willing to help yourself. A lot of people contacting me, and it's always the ones who ain't got no money. They downtrodden. This is how they come into Sister Kana. I can't help you guys if y'all not willing to be a help to each other. Y'all have to start becoming a support system. There's land here. There's things that I have access. The Most High has made a way for me to be, have access to. In the days of Moses, the children of Israel had to come together and bring these things together in order to make it happen. It's just what it is. I've come to that conclusion because I've tried to do it on my own, and he hasn't. It's not going to work that way. We have to come together and do these things. Period. Point blank, brothers and sisters. So I got our people sitting in Babylon. And they got money, they got jobs and that, but they won't reach out to help. And it's only when they're in a bad situation, then they want to reach out to Sister Kana and go, oh, because you need help. And brothers and sisters, I can't help you like that. We got to come together and put a pot together so that we can get some land. Now, I'm not really into like buying stuff because I feel just like in the days of Moses, the Most High told them, don't do certain things. Don't, the land was for Esau or whatever. So, and it was for the Amorites, don't touch the land and . But then I had to think about it. Moses, when he was here, he had, because he married and he had Jethro, his wife's father who had land, who, helped him get certain places. And even though they moved around a lot, cloud by day, fire by night, and they would go into different parts, it had to be where the Most High had already set up different places for them to go when they needed to pick up and leave. And so we have to establish these kind of things too, brothers and sisters. And I believe the Most High has shown me different things, different places, things that I should do, how I should move. But the children of Israel have to come together. We got to put the money in, brothers and sisters, so that when you come here, there's a place that you can put up a tent, and we don't have to be worried about paying rent to somebody. Because I find that these people, they're poor. They're hungry for money. They're looking for us to come and pay them so they can get rich off of us. And that I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think we should have at least one place that it's established that this is where we come. So when the children of Israel initially comes out, there's a place. All you have to do is have a tent. You got to get you a tent, but you can, be in a certain location. It's time that we start to come together. Y'all have to start putting your money where your mouth is. I know you see the work of the Most High. I know you understand the information that I'm giving. I understand. I know you know. But at this point, we have to start putting our money together so that there is a place that we can come to, and you get at least one place. Even though we're moving around a different location, there's one place when you initially come. So you ain't got to be worried about rent, and you got to all this stuff. Plus, now for those people who are coming early and like I am, and who know that they need to prepare, praise AHAYAH. Keep doing what you're doing. But I'm talking about people who you're sitting in America, you're preparing to come out. You're going to have to start building on this foundation that the Most High has given you. If you understand that this is the work of the Most High, this is the land, KADESH, it's in the borders, within the borders. Ain't nobody else telling you about this stuff. It's all coming from Sister Kana. And so it's now I have to start saying these things to you. I never want to be asking people for money and this and that. I sell clothes. I try to do things to keep money flowing. But if I don't get the support from my brothers and sisters, how are we going to do this? How? So you have to be able at some point say, okay, this sister been doing this for this long. She's been telling us where to go. She did it. You got to be able to see that I'm pointing you at least in the right direction, brothers and sisters. We have to come together. You have to start putting your money where your mouth is. Don't, it's nice to hear your accolades and say, oh, Sister, the Most High dealing with you. Oh, the sister, the Most High is doing this. But enough of that, okay? It's enough. Let's start putting our money where our mouth is. If you believe that this is where we're going to be, then, guys, you're going to have to start pouring into what the Most High is doing. Because I cannot do it by myself. People want, some people are poor and they're coming to me, reaching out to me. They need money and help. I can't help a million people little by little that's coming. You know what I'm saying? I can't. But if we have, I can, if I have help, if I have things, there will be a land. There will be a place for you to come to set your tent up. There will be these things if you pour into what the Most High is doing. But if you don't do it, guys, we can just be going into this vicious cycle for a long time. It's already been a long time. And I try not to be asking people for nothing because I feel the children of Israel is going through enough. But guys, enough is enough. We got to start preparing and planning and making a way and providing and helping others, And it's sad that mostly all the people who coming out and who contacted me are the ones with no money. There ain't nobody got no money. They all contacted Sister Ghana for help. What am I going to do? I can't help everybody. I can't, provide. Y'all have to come out with the resources. Like I said in the last video, in the time of Moses, he said, spoil the Egyptians. You got to figure out a way to get substance out of America. It's plentiful there. You got to work this thing out and start pouring into what the Most High is doing here so that you can have something when you come out. So, guys, I have a Patreon. It's only $5. Golly. People still want to opt to the free, free Patreon. Y'all got to be able to, help. And y'all got to be consistent with the help so that I can be consistent with helping people. People tell me, oh, they ain't got shoes. They come in, they ain't got a coat. I mean, it don't take a lot to help people with these things, but it's one after another, after another, after another. I can't take care of a million people. And I know millions is coming. Even if they coming in drips or drabs, they're coming. People are coming. And they asking for help. And it's just me, guys. It's just me. And I have to say thank you to my supporters, the ones who do support. There are people who do support and who are consistent. And I give all glory and honor and praise to AHAYAH, because it's a kind of I didn't have to ask. They just poured in. And it's a blessing so that I'm able to sometimes help somebody else. People don't got an apartment. They coming out, they ain't got money for an apartment. They don't have money, for different things. I can help, but I can't. It's far few in between if it's drips and drabs. You understand? So, brothers and sisters, time now. We have to start building. We have to start building. And I know it's unfortunate because I'm also telling you guys, you got to take the Hebrew Bible Academy. These are the things you got to do for yourself, for your own spiritual growth. You got to get that information so that then when you come, it's not so much a struggle. We're not bumping heads. We're on the same doctrine. We're on one accord. Please, brothers and sisters, we got to figure this thing out. I had to go through it. You got to go through it too. It's not going to be an easy ride. We got to nip away at this thing. Okay? And I can only tell you what I know and what the Most High showed me, how he has dealt with me here. So it's not a miraculous thing that's going to happen. We got to put the work in. The children of Israel have to come with substance. We got to work on this thing. We got to pour into this land so that other people can come and have a place to stay if they don't have money. But, everybody can't come, and it's only the ones who don't have money. That's not going to work. Everybody who's broke, contact Sister Connor, they need help. That's not going to work. It has to be the ones who have substance as well. Y'all got to pour in too. Y'all got to provide and help. And we're a nation of people. We're not just individuals. And, I'm going to do it for my family and other families are struggling and this and that. It's not going to work that way, brothers and sisters. We have to come together. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. And the Most High is doing some miraculous things, brothers and sisters. There is land. We just gotta get it. Now, I also have a GoFundMe. I just put up, because listen, guys, what I say to you, there's a war going on. People, they messing with my finances. They making sure my websites. Y'all don't even know the struggle that I go through. Just to get they attacking my website, spamming my website, putting, all kind of stuff where I'm getting these messages because they done hacked in and, on my websites, I can't get the emails. My PayPal is down. They making sure, asking me for this paper and that paper, and, making it hard for me to get money and transfer money through PayPal. I go through all these things for years. I've been going through it, but I be silent about it because is not the focus. The focus was warning the Most High's people, telling them where to go, what to do, how to maneuver, how to, finagle through this thing so you can get to where you want to get. But now we're at the next phase. Now there are people coming out who want to come out, who's trying to come out. People don't have, everybody claiming that they don't have money. So then the people who got money, we got to start pouring in. That's how this is going to work. So I'm going to start making sure. Now, I always try to put my information in the description box, but We got to get it done, brothers and sisters. There's land to get. The Most High made a way that I can do these things. I can get land, a place. I don't think we should have a whole bunch of places where, because we're going to be moving around, brothers. But at least there needs to be initially one place. So when you come and you get you a tent and you can set your tent, you ain't got to be worrying about paying people, a whole lot of money, because these people are poor. They want money. And they see Americans, they think money. Cha-ching. We need to have a setup for ourselves. And we have to start pouring in. Put your money where your mouth is at this point, guys. I mean, I appreciate your support. And for those of you who've been supporting me, praise AHAYAH for you. And I pray that your blessings overflow. The anointing be with you, and that you make it out of Babylon, and then we can pour in together here. But we can't do nothing if everybody don't have nothing, and y'all ain't nobody bringing nothing, ain't nobody giving nothing. That's not going to work, brothers and sisters. It's not going to work. So I pray that y'all hear me in the spirit on this, that we have to start putting our money where our mouth. High with you. Thank you for being, for the people and this and that. But now we got to take it a step further. Now we got to go above and beyond now. We got to start building. Y'all know the truth now. There's infiltration. You can't be sitting in Babylon and just acting like, oh, you waiting. You got to get out. You got to get up. We got to start doing things. We got to start putting things together. Okay? Praise AHAYAH, Bahashim Yashaya, Qadash, Rawach. So, on my emails, I'm going to be putting, I got a GoFundMe, I got a Patreon. Just pour in so that we can get some things done here, so I can be a help to some people. People are crying out for help, and they need help and this and that. And please, if you don't need help, don't just take just to take. You know what I'm saying? And if you have brothers and sisters, y'all got to start pouring in so that there can be people who can be helped. Because our people start going astray, and I hate to see people falling by the wayside when stuff ain't going right. Now, there's a lot with that, because I could tell y'all some things about, different people and stuff like that. I'm not going to go there, but I'm just saying, a lot of our people are a work in progress. So am I. We're all a work in progress to some degree and on different levels. But, I can say, well, this happening to this person because they don't want to do that. It's easy for me to do that. It's easy for me to see why people go through what they go through. I'm good at that. I have discernment. I understand. And you try to warn people and tell them, listen, do this, so that you ain't got to go through that. But our people are hard-headed and stiff-necked. But I can't, it's hard for me to stand by and watch people fall by the wayside. It's hard for me to do that, even though I know sometimes the Most High is going to chastise them. And I can't save you. You got to do the work. The Most High is not playing, and he's going to chastise people. And sometimes I got to sit back and watch people get chastised because they just don't want to listen. And so people got to go through what they got to go through. But on the whole, brothers and sisters, we are here. We need to survive this thing. We need to survive. And people have to, step up, and we all got to work together. And it's not about Sister Kana holding people up. We got to work together to make this thing work. Gather yourself together, O nation, not desired, and not in Babylon. Okay? So if you're in Babylon and you're coming out, you got to start pouring in so that when you get here, there's something. There's something for you. Praise AHAYAH. So again, I'll put these links in the description box so that you can, start to pour in. I mean, there's land that I think that needs to be gotten so that when people come out, instead of like going into apartments and spending money on apartments and this and that, all you got to do is get you a tent and you can be on this land. But there's going to be stipulations now. People, you ain't going to come. Y'all got to know who you serving. The Most High told me, you must worship me. That's what he told me. Clear. So I'm just telling you guys, this is what he sent me to do. He gave me the information. I'm giving it to y'all. You must worship him. His name is AHAYAH. His son is Yashaya. There's a whole doctrine that goes along with him, with his judgments. Now, let me go back into this calendar. Okay, now last week I did speak about the calendar, but I didn't show you how the calendar is still lining up. We've maybe got another year or two. We're in the 3.5, y'all. And this thing is speeding up. It's going. We're at it. We're right at the brink. Because why? Because Trump did not get in office yet. We got another maybe 2-3 weeks. He's coming in. We're at the brink of this, on the tail end, where if Elon Musk, I don't know how soon is he going to do it, implements buying and selling through this chip, this mark of the beast, that's going to cut off the food, how we buy food, how we purchase food. It can happen like this, brothers and sisters. Unless the Most High intervene in something else. And he's been buying us a lot of time, y'all. He's been buying us a lot of time. I believe even with Trump getting in office gives you a lot. But still, it's going to set up the mark of the beast. Y'all need to understand this thing could go very fast. If you're not prepared, get out of Babylon and get yourselves within the borders. And start pouring in, so there is substance here to help you, Okay, I mean, I can't say it anymore, but at least I'm saying it. Before I wouldn't even say it, because I know how our people was, and I know was thinking, and they was putting so much bad information out on me. Oh, she's doing this. Oh, she's doing that. But at this point, brothers and sisters, clearly y'all can see what the Most High has done, the information, and people say it to me all the time. And so I know you can see, you know what I'm saying? You see the information that I'm giving. Ain't nobody telling you about the borders. Ain't nobody telling you where it's safe. So let's just be clear. So I wanted to show you. Now I have some information. There's some information, brothers and sisters. And I'm gonna put a video on my Patreon, and I'm gonna do it. I need to see that people are serious. I need to know that people are serious. Who the serious ones, because the Most High have shown me something, and it's huge. And he showed me this years ago. I just never spoke about it. But I think now is the time, for me to give a little more information. It's again another location that the Most High has given me. And this is like the 3rd or 4th location so far, but this is going to be, this is very significant for us. And he's shown me this, and I know about it for a while. And you know how the Most High have been dealing with me, he'll show me something, but then he won't give me the understanding until later. So that's what he's been doing with this. Like I knew about it, but I wasn't able to put 2 and 2 together. Even with me coming here, it's here in this land. And then I happen to go into this significant area. And it's just, over the years, I've just been watching, and the Most High have been downloading the information to me. So I got it. But it's still not just Sister Connor, it's the children of Israel. We need to come together to get this situation going. It's not just, for me. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is what I said I'm going to do. I talk about that. I also want to talk about the situation, what happened with me on the Star Report with this guy, who went at me on there. It just was amazing to me because, he's Esau, and they just so arrogant in their way. They know that we the children of Israel, and what I'm saying, and they don't want to hear nothing when it comes to that. And they really into this power struggle with Israel. Like they feel like whatever they say, because they are the slave masters and they've been over us for so long, they're so confident and comfortable in telling us what to do and how to do. So you have to go hear this guy talking about, well, you need to stay in, why don't you go to Africa? And you don't need to be in Jordan. Like, they so against Jordan. Like, and I was just saying it's better than being under Esau. And that foolishness we're dealing with in America, all that wickedness, the racism, the hatred for Black people. Guys, it's not like that outside of America. People be worried, and I know they talk about Ishmael, but there is nothing compared to how wicked Esau is. They are nothing compared to how wicked Esau is. These people are nothing like, even though they're in conjunction with them, they're going along, they are nothing like Esau when it comes to wickedness, the hatred for Jacob. None of that goes on here like that. But they try to scare you and make you feel like, oh, you in the Middle East, we're around foreign people. Ain't nobody's nothing worse than living under Esau. This is the most wicked rulership on the earth. Esau's rulership is far, far worse than anything and that's what the Most High talk about with the horn, that little horn. They hate us. And then they try to come off like, oh, like this brother, this guy was like, he liked Black people, he liked Black Americans, but he don't like African. You don't like our people, period. It don't matter African or not. They hate us. And that's what we're living under Esau. And, you ain't got to be afraid to come out to another country, especially this country. Jordan is a peaceful place. I believe that the Most High got his finger on this place. They're not like that. It's not a wicked place like how Esau is. They don't have that same spirit. It's a whole different spirit. They may be in conjunction with Esau for the rulership, but they don't have the same hatred like Esau does for us. Praise AHAYAH. And it's definitely not in the front like how Esau is. It's not like that. So, and I believe that's only from the grace of AHAYAH. Us being within his borders and he's showing us mercy. So we must get within the borders and come under the Lord's statutes and the hedge of AHAYAH here, through Yashaya and learning the laws and his ordinances and all that stuff to come back to him. Okay, so that's something else that I wanted to talk about. Just that and I would appreciate it if y'all go to the channel and just leave a comment, because I would like to go back because it was a lot of, he has a big audience and I get to speak and warn our people and tell them to come out of Babylon and tell them that Jordan is a safe place in the name of the Most High and his son. And I was able to do that. So that was awesome. Praise AHAYAH. Okay, so is there anything else? I'll be forgetting stuff, and then when I leave, then I'll be like, dang, I should have said this, or the calendar. I wanted to show y'all again, just briefly, because I didn't do it last week, how the calendar lines up still. Now in December, it lined up. So, and I showed you that, but I want to show you after it continues into another year or so, another 2 years maybe, and then that's it, guys. It's not going to line up again. And the Most High gave us his calendar as a sign. Y'all should know that and understand these signs. So the Most High is definitely giving us a sign with this calendar so that we can keep track of his days, know his holy days. And let me find it while I'm talking. I don't see it here. Oh, I know. It's on the... I have to stop the screen share. Hold on. Let me see. Is it a file or PDF? Okay. Hold on. I forgot. It's 2024. It's 2025. I don't know if this is it. Hold on, guys. Let me make this big. This is May 2025. See that it lines up again in May. As you can see, this is this coming May. And it also lines up in April 2025. So I just wanted to show you this quickly to let you understand that we're still in the midst of this. And I believe this is correlating with the 3.5 years, the last 3.5 years, guys. And Elon Musk being in office now under the finance department, you know, the Doge department covers finance as well. And he has the mark of the beast already set up and ready to go. Now he's in the office to implement it with the finance, brothers and sisters. So as you can see, we are very close to when it's going to cut off us, you being able to buy food and everything. So you need not to be in Babylon. You need to be out of Babylon within the borders, because even though it's going to affect the whole earth, at least you in the place where the Most High told you to be, where he will protect you within it. And you've already started to store food and water and shelter. So it's time, brothers and sisters, to start putting your money where your mouth is. The Most High gave you the information. He revealed it right at the right time with that elder, the bishop of IUIC, telling you that there's infiltration. The Most High laid it out for you. I was not lying. I was never lying. I told you about the calendar. It was always one day off with Elder Clark. I was not lying about these things. So, you know, I understand if there was apprehension before, because you didn't know, the Most High didn't reveal it. But now he has revealed it, brothers and sisters. It's right in your face. He sent me out. He's given you this information. He told me what to tell you, and I'm telling you. So now you have proof. There should be no, you know, resistance at this point, brothers and sisters. Let's start building now. I know what to do. The Most High have given me information, but the children of Israel, you got to act on your faith. You by your works, by what you believe, by what you're going to do. The information is right there. I put the blog. It's in the description box. Read about KADESH. Know that Jordan is the land. This is the place. This is where we're going to be. He's provided some areas for me to understand what to do and what to get. I understand what to do. I'm here to help you. But y'all have to put your foot forward too now. You got to do something. You got to help out. You got to pitch in. We got to secure a place that we all can go that's big enough to fit a lot of people. And I have a place, brothers and sisters. So what I'm going to do is my GoFundMe is not for a whole lot of money, but I'm going to add onto it so we can get this place and we can talk about it. If you're really interested, we can set up a call. I could tell you exactly, so that y'all need to pour in so that we can get some substance. We can have some things so that we can, we can make it here. We have to do it, brothers and sisters. Now, I used to be worried, like, I don't want to talk about money with them because, now that's off the table, because the Most High proved to you. He showed you the infiltration. He showed you. The brother said it. It's infiltration. I wasn't lying about that. The calendar. Now you see it. He gave it to me to articulate, to show you. And look how this calendar is lining up. We are at the end of Esau's rule, brothers and sisters. Elon Musk is in position. He has the mark of the beast. It's cut and dry. We're here. Let's start building so that we can help one another. When y'all come out, you have a place. It don't make no sense to keep everybody in different apartments. You spending all this money as the children of Israel. There's a place that we can start at, and we can, move around from there. Okay, so here's April lines up. We go to May, that lines up. A few more. Let me see what else. Then it goes off. Let me see. Oh no. June lines up all in 1 month, and July consecutively, all lining up, brothers and sisters. This is lining up for 4 months straight. I think it goes off now, and it may comes back. It goes off in August. Let's see. And then it comes back in September. And September is the high holy month, y'all. So this is coming in time to the last couple of years where this calendar is still lining up. And then it goes off and it doesn't come back anymore. This is a sign. This is letting you know, brothers and sisters, we are here. People want to know, well, how much time you think we got? I'm telling you now, we are here, brothers and sisters. This is where you need to get out, get yourself in position, get some places that we have to go, sit and prepare and get yourselves together. This is it. But don't let nobody lie to you. Christ warned you, Matthew 24, let no man deceive you. Don't sit in Babylon talking about, well, we still got time. This is the time you got, this calendar. It's lining up. This is a red flag for Israel, that this calendar is lining up like this. Okay. Let me see if it goes on into 2026. That may be it, guys. This is it. And I've been telling you about this calendar. Oh, here you go. In March 2026. For the Passover, it lines up, and I think this is the last year. Now, this started 7 years ago when I told you that video showing you that they had the countdown in Times Square, counting down 7 years. And next week, I'll bring back that video just to show you how long ago it was. And it lines up perfectly with going into 2026 is the last year. I don't know how, I'm going to look and see how many more months it lines up like this. But in 2026 in March, the Passover is even. You see that? That's the Passover month. It lines up again with Esau's calendar. We come into the end of Esau's rule. The Most High said the sun and the moons are like. Oh, the dog is barking. Maybe somebody's there. The sun and the moon and the stars are for signs and for seasons. The calendar is significant with the Most High. He gave it to us for a reason. Okay, let me see if there's any. So now we're into 2027. Maybe that's the only time it lines up in 2026. I don't know why I put this here. Hold on. I don't think it lines up anymore, guys. 2028. No. That's it. So I just wanted to show you guys that so you can see how significant the calendar is when it comes to these days. And you need to know the calendar, know when these days lines up. These are signs for us. And it'll keep you on alert. I got to get out of here. I got to go. I need to have this. I need to have that. We need to be here already. But what they're trying to do is stop that prophecy. They're trying to divert the prophecies by not having our people be in here for the 3.5 years. We're already in that time. Israel should be here already. And that's why I told you that woman said to me, they're not coming. They knew that they was going to try to stop the children of Israel from getting in here. So don't get all scared when you see these wars and all the stuff that they're doing. It's all to trick you so that you won't come where the Most High told you to be. And these elders, just like in 70 AD, they already taken down. They already taken down. And I was telling you that for years, and the Most High proved it to you with that elders right on my Gathering in Jordan page, that video right there, letting you know. They've been taken down. All of the Hebrew Israelites. That's why nobody is telling you about the borders. Nobody is telling you that Jordan is a safe place. Nobody is even telling you that it is a safe place. They act like, oh, we're waiting for the chariots. Knowing that the Most High said, I will not meet thee as a man. There will be chariots, but they won't be coming from Babylon, y'all. They're not going to come from Babylon. That place is set to be destroyed. The Most High said, come out of her, my people. There will be there's plagues and judgment coming to America. Read it, Revelations 18. Read it for yourself. Read the scriptures, brothers and sisters. Okay, so I wanted to show y'all the calendar. That was most important. I didn't show you the whole thing last week. I just showed you up until December, which was last month. It lined up each day, and then it lines up again coming this April, May, June, and July. Now that's something, because you know that the calendar switched from the Gregorian, some 31 days, some 30 days, and ours switch 30 days, 31 days. So it's really hard for that calendar to keep lining up like that. So that's definitely a sign, brothers and sisters, that you should be aware of. Okay, so that is it. I hope I didn't leave anything out, but I will be back more consistently in these next coming weeks. I want to also do AHAYAH's book club this Tuesday, and I may have to catch up because I took like 2 months off because there's a lot of stuff that I was dealing with, guys. I was so tired. I'm working out. Girl, get her body in order, mind, body, and spirit, y'all. Get it together. So I've been working on myself. I'm working on, my eating, controlling my eating and making sure my body is in order so that I can move around and get things done. So I had to take some time because I can't do everything, y'all. I had to take some time. Praise AHAYAH Bahasham Yashaya, but the Most High is like, enough is enough. Okay. So hold on. Let me just move this out the way. Praise AHAYAH. So is the brother, I will reach out to you now. I'm getting ready to come off here. I pray all is well. I pray y'all getting out of there. Don't wait till the last minute, brothers and sisters. Don't do it. I pray that you start to put your money where your mouth is. Thank you for all those who are helping and who's sending, because I've been able to, help other people. I do it as much as I can. I've always done it. On some way, some level, I try to help our people as they come out. If I had more, I can do more. Definitely when it comes to land and us preparing with tents, we got to get prepared now. There's no more. And I really couldn't talk like this until the Most High did what he did about the infiltration, about showing you the calendar. All this stuff is lining up now. There's no reason for y'all to be doubting and wondering, even though people be throwing dirt on my name, but they could say whatever they want to say. But you can't refute that calendar. You can't refute it. You can't refute that video the brother made about the infiltration. It's out there. They've been infiltrated. He said it. He had to prove it. I've been saying it for years, and the Most High provided the proof. Praise AHAYAH, Bahasham Yashaya. So now let's go to the next phase of this, brothers and sisters. Support me. I need help. I need to get these things done. There's a lot of stuff that I have, information, what to do, where to go. I still have the tabernacle stuff. Listen, all that stuff the Most High had me doing. So it's still in the works. I have it. We're going to be in this wilderness, and the Most High is going to provide a way. There's land, there's a situation, there's places that we need to be, we need to get. Okay? So let's pour in so we can have something, because it ain't going to happen no other way. Okay? Praise AHAYAH. I give all glory, honor, and praise to AHAYAH, Asher AHAYAH. I pray y'all get that information about the Hebrew Bible Academy. Let's get on one accord, brothers and sisters. Coming out here, not knowing the Most High's name, not really understanding the calendar. It's on my Gathering Jordan page. I'm going to put it up here. You can go look at the videos on the calendar. I gave it to you so that you can study it. You can study it and you can figure out how to work it, how to know the correct days. That calendar lining up, you can't go wrong with that. And you can't be one day off. You're not going to see the signs. If you're one day off on the calendar, you're not going to see those signs. It's not going to line up like that. You know what I'm saying? So that you can see, the Gregorian, and it's a sign. Because after 2026, I don't think it lines up for like 20 years. It's not going to line up. Because Esau kingdom is going to be finished, first of all. So we need to be looking that far anyway. Praise AHAYAH. It's almost over. Yashaya is coming, y'all. He's coming. We must get ready, get prepared, get within the borders. Get within the borders. Praise AHAYAH. Jordan is the safe place. So I hope I covered everything. Bless you. We're here, and I'm just so thankful to AHAYAH. But we still, we still gonna be in Jacob's trouble, y'all. We still got a lot that's going on with us. So it's not gonna be, easy. We still gotta make it, through this in part. So I'm gonna play a little music on the way out, guys. And I hope to see you soon. And Brother Jonathan, I'm gonna reach out now, after this finishes. Okay? So I hope you're still there. Bless you, brothers and sisters. Travel safely. Get out, get out, get out. Jordan is a safe place. And don't forget to leave messages at Star Report. Y'all got to go watch the video. I put the link in the description box, and it's on my Patreon page. You don't have to pay anything to see it. It's there. Just go watch the interview. The guy was going at me, but at least I was able to tell the children of Israel who the Most High, his name, destruction is coming, that Jordan is the safe place. I'm so happy. And a lot of people watched it. Almost 70,000 people watched that video. So that's big. So I want y'all to leave messages and just, say when the sister's going to come back, Sister Kana. So maybe he'll invite me back and we can start really talking and, telling the children of Israel where to go and what to do. Praise AHAYAH. He's moving, y'all. The Most High is doing it. It's just doing it in his time, But his prophecies are not slack, y'all. He's doing it. And he's made making a way for us. We just got to be obedient. We got to put the work in, by our works and what we believe. You got to, those scriptures are real. Okay, I'm blah, 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 blah. I just want to play a little music. So I'm going to do that. Praise AHAYAH. Here we go. Daughters of Zion, step up. Let's go.
My skin is black. My body is burned. I survived Babylon. I am a daughter of Zion. Daughters of Zion, like diamonds and pearls, far above rubies and precious jewels. Crown on my head, 'cause we're brought with a price. We are the daughters of Zion. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? 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 You can stop calling me princess. Not because I'm wearing a crown, not because of what you see. It's the royalty in me. He's running through my blood. He's running through my blood. 'Cause he is the king of us all. Daughters of Zion like diamonds and pearls, far off of rubies and precious jewels. Crown on my head 'cause we're brought with a prize. We are the daughters of Zion. Like diamonds and pearls, far off of rubies and precious jewels. Crown on my head 'cause we're brought with a prize. We are the daughters of Zion. Don't you know about the price? Don't you know about the price? Royal blood that he shed. Don't you know about the price? Ultimate sacrifice. Don't you know about now that I changed, what you gonna say? You can't accuse me the same way, huh? It's the difference of night and day. I'ma stand with the righteous and we gonna pray. 144, one kick in the door done. Who will endure to the end? You're the real one. This is for real, son. No matter real hun. Yashaya coming for the kingdom, yes, the war is won. So examine me higher and reprove me. Try my reins in my heart and you will see. For your love and your kindness before me. I don't sit with evildoers or will I be, but I will walk in your laws and integrity. And rebuke any sin that you find of me. Why don't you try me, prove me, find me, worthy of the kingdom, bind me, favorite highly, circumcise me. If you chastise me, rebuke me kindly. Daughters of Zion, trying sin so big that she backsliding, trying to hide it, started backsliding. Get yourself together 'cause I'm trying to deny it. You can repent too, that's what you gotta do. Even the apple, but you put the past behind you. Even the apple, but you put the past behind you. But you put the past behind you. Daughters of Zion like diamonds and pearls, far off of rubies and precious jewels. Crown on my head 'cause we're brought with a prize. We are the daughters of Zion. Don't you know about the price? 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 AHAYAH bring the fire. Hear me now. Let's go, Yashaya. Let the Holy Spirit lead. That's right. Qadash Rawach now. AHAYAH bring the fire. Your will drop the beat. Holy Qadash Rawach. Qadash Rawach. Qadash. KADESH. Qadash. Qadash. Hollyweird. That's Qadash. KADESH. Qadash. Just like in the word it says, we are the holy. down. Breathe, say my name in vain. I keep myself very holy. I know your papa and your mother. Don't you murder, don't do adultery, don't you steal, testify falsely. Don't use your face to cover down neighbor. Be holy. How you said be holy. How you said be holy. Yeah. Be holy. Holy. How you want you holy. Don't you wanna say I am holy. Let's go. Allah hayamakuya wa Allah sa abad mashallah kwa kasa hayashaba shawam araba saka hasbaf la KADESH wa kabad abaka wa amaka shalaba tazak la na gana shaya aina shwa shama shalala aita Let the 12 tribes gather together. You know that something's about to go down. I can feel it. A higher government blowing the trumpet. So gather up well. Yeah. Let's go, yeah. When a higher brings down destruction, that's right. He always lets some Hebrews escape. Gonna be one, yeah. Israel, get yourself together before it's too late. He told Noah to build it up and Joseph prepare for the famine. Yes, he did. He told Lot to run and Moses, you better put blood on the door. So I'm telling you now, it's gonna rain. That's right. Yeah. It's gonna rain. Ooh, it's gonna rain. Brimstone and fire, y'all. It's gonna rain. It's coming. You ready? It's gonna rain. Brimstone and fire. Come on. Let the 12 tribes gather together. Come on. It's the car where you at. You know that something's about to go down. A highest coming, blowing the trumpet. So gather around. He told Noah to build it up and Joseph prepare for the famine. Yes, he did. He told Lot to run and Moses, you better put blood on the door. So I'm telling you now, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Get yourself together. It's gonna rain. But Babylon is falling. It's gonna rain. Come on, listen. As in the days of Noah, so shall the Son of Man be. It's gonna rain. As in the days of Noah, so shall the Son of Man be. It's gonna rain. As in the days of Noah, so shall the Son of Man be. Yashaya promise. As in the days of Noah, so shall the Son of Man be. It's gonna rain. Come on. Y'all know what it is. Babylon is finished. Come on. We're gonna be praising the highest. Jordan is the place. Come on. Let's go. You ready? Come on. It's going down. It's gonna rain. Get out of Babylon.